Good day, everybody. This is Mike Oliveris from JurisQ.com, a legal network where we bring you different attorneys, different practice areas to answer FAQs, frequently asked questions. And today we have with us back Zielinski, who is of counsel to Herbert Warren's law office in New Jersey. Herbert Warren's firm does personal injury and car accident cases. Stephen, welcome back. Good to see you.
Morning, Michael. How are you today?
Perfect. Thank you. Let's answer some questions from our audience. Let's answer some questions on topics that we see are trending right now on Google in personal injury space. One topic that I think is very important is timing. Timing of filing a claim as soon as possible after you were injured in a car accident or slip and fall or something like that.
Yes.
Your perspective as a litigator, as an attorney who does this every day, why is it important to go and speak to an attorney right away after an incident happens?
Yes, thank you, Michael. The reason for urgency, and I like to use the word urgency, is because of two things. Number one, evidence. We have to preserve evidence as soon as possible to protect our client's claim. And that means we've got to get our client into the office as soon as possible, get all the facts from the client as to what happened, the nature of the accident, and the nature of the injuries. We need to know all of the doctors' names that they're treating with, or if they're not treating with a doctor, we've got to tell them they've got to get their injuries under treatment. There are many, many facets to urgent contact with an attorney who will represent you, and that is to guide the client in the correct perfection of their claim. In other words, you got to protect yourself from losing evidence and making sure that all of the information that is necessary, including how the accident happened, where it happened. In other words, who was in the accident,
Right.
what type of accident it was, when it happened, the date and the time, where it happened, the location, the actual location, and why it happened, because the other party was responsible. And that means we've got to protect our client's interest by getting this information as soon as possible so that we can investigate it. The insurance company for the other side, and usually it's an insurance company that's involved in it,
Sure.
sends out their representatives called a claims adjuster. That claims adjuster contacts all the witnesses, gets the police reports, and goes to the scene of the accident, takes pictures, and they do diagrams, all to protect the insurance company's rights. So it's important that this happen as soon as possible for the injured person.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you, Stephen, for your answer. But I just want to follow up with one point regarding statute of limitations. That I think also plays a big role in timing. That sometimes, especially if you're dealing with some kind of public incident on public property, or you were hit by a vehicle that's owned by government, aren't there statute of limitations where if within even a few months you don't file a claim, you can lose out on the whole thing? Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely, and that's a very important aspect of it, Michael. Thank you for bringing that to the attention of the listener.
Right.
In other words, there are time deadlines by which these claims must be, number one, notified. So we have, if it's a municipal government or the state or the county or even a municipal agency. And it's interesting to note that that the buses in the state of New Jersey Transit, are all operated as a state agency. So we've got a 90-day period by which the injured person is required to notify the governmental entity with a formal notice Otherwise, the claim may be barred by the law. There is
Okay.
a 2-year statute of limitations from the date of the accident for personal injuries on every other aspect. So within that 2-year period, it's essential that the claim be filed with the courts, or else, again, the claim may be barred forever. So timing is very important, Michael.
Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you for underscoring the importance of going and talking to an attorney as soon as possible after some kind of unfortunate incident happens to you. The consultations are free, and then the attorney can determine whether you are entitled to any compensation and possibly how much is on the table for you. And again, today, we're just talking very generally. We're educating the public of what's out there. If you have any specific questions, you want to talk about your case, please reach out to the law office of Herbert Lawrence. Ask for Herbert Lawrence. Ask for Stephen Zielinski. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen. Stephen, thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome.
everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we're going to come back to you to expound more on the topic of talking to an insurance adjuster without your attorney. A big mistake. We'll talk about it in our next session. Thank you.